Hello everybody, I'm Michael Chavello. Welcome inside of the Access Theatre here at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino for a major night of international kickboxing action. We've got 2 championships on the line tonight, including the vacant Intercontinental Light Cruiserweight strap and the World Heavyweight title. Folks, it's my privilege here tonight to be joined by a man who really needs no introduction in the fight world. He's a former 6-time world kickboxing champion, 2-time Hall of Fame inductee, K1 legend. Let's take a closer look at this man, the one and only Sugar Ray Sefo.
I have 2 more fights that I'd like to complete, and one of those is one in Japan and one in New Zealand. You know, it's one of these things where I'm the president of World Source of Fighting. You know, that definitely keeps me busy, active, and of course, you know, I coach on top of that as well. And so, yeah, I live a very busy life, but I love it. I feel I owe it to the people in Japan, and of course, you know, my whole time in hometown in New Zealand. So I'd like to finish it off with those 2 fights and those 2 countries. Yeah, most likely 2 more fights, and then, you know, I'll look at hanging it up for sure.
Ray, it's great to be here with you ringside in Las Vegas. There are a few sports more exciting than kickboxing, and tonight, Kickboxing Empire has stacked the card yet again.
Absolutely, brother. It's an honor to be here with you, calling it. It's just like the good old days, right?
2 championships on the line tonight, Ray, including the main event. The world's heavyweight strap is up for grabs as Hisham Al-Charli takes on Luis Tavares of the Netherlands. Of course, we kick off the night with Vital Hurdakov from Belarus taking on Jassim Al-Jalawi from the Netherlands. This should be a great one to kick off tonight. Hurdakov has the experience advantage, 90-13. The first of our 2 rematches here tonight, local fighter Sean Yarbrough coming off a 2-year hiatus from the sport. The 38-year-old was 4-4 in his last date, has decided to come back here tonight and rematch the man he lost to last time, Pavel Turek of Belarus.
It's always kind of tough to come back, you know, after 2 years, and then you're fighting a guy you lost to. So hopefully, you know, listen, I know Shane, he's in the gym 24/7, so I think it'll be an interesting fight.
Folks, next up on tonight's card in the women's division, 2 ladies on professional debut. Colleen Schneider takes on Jenny Nadell. Colleen Schneider is trained by former UFC heavyweight champion Josh Barnett, and she is looking sharp, Ray.
Absolutely. You know, I actually trained a little bit with Colleen, and she's the real deal. Her opponent, though, it's you know, she has a lot of experience in terms of kickboxing, trained with her dad and so on.
And folks, the rematch we have all been waiting for. Last time they fought here in Las Vegas at Kickboxing Empire 1, they put on one of the all-time great heavyweight slugfests. And here they are again. Tanis Hancharinuk takes on Redon Cairo. Hancharinuk was down early in the first fight, Ray. He came back to knock Cairo out. Will history repeat itself?
Well, that's the biggest question, and that's why rematches are great to watch and exciting to watch.
And folks, of course, in the main event tonight, the IKA Vacant World's Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs as Hisham Al-Charli, 62-9-4, 20 knockouts at Charlie. He takes on Luis Tavares of Rotterdam in the Netherlands, 36-6-1, 15 knockouts for the European light heavyweight champion who's trying to claim the heavyweight strap here tonight. Ray, it's going to be a tough fight for both of these men, but knockouts do favour Luis Tavares, and you know Holland is the kickboxing capital of the world.
Absolutely. You know, if Tavares is anything like the Tavares I know, Brad Tavares, it's going to be a good fight to watch.
Folks, that's the fight card here at Kickboxing Empire number 2, live from the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino here in Las Vegas. We are ready to get underway. Let's go up to our ring announcer for tonight, Jake Gutierrez.
At this time, fans, you're ready to bring in and welcome our first 2 fighters of the evening. First, would you please welcome, making his way to the ring, Faro Jassim Al-Jalawi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and making his way to the ring, please welcome Vital Hurdakov. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Planet Hollywood Resort Hotel and Casino, right here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. As tonight, Kickboxing Empire, in association with Planet Hollywood, is proud to present Professional World Championship K1 Kickboxing. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Francisco Aguilar. Right now, fans, we are ready to begin the action with our first bout of the evening. It's scheduled for 5 rounds in the middleweight division. Our judges scoring will be John Baker, Sal D'Amato, and Mark Smith. And when the action starts, our referee in charge, Steve Mazzagatti. Introducing first, he fights out of the red corner. He entered the ring wearing white trimmed in black, and he weighed in at 155 pounds. His professional record stands at 30 victories, 4 defeats, including 4 draws, with 7 wins by knockout. He is a 3-time regional champion from Rotterdam, Netherlands, fighting out of Iraq. Introducing Faro Jassam Al-Jilawi. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing black trimmed in gold, and he weighed in at 158 pounds. His professional record, 90 victories, only 13 defeats. Coming to us from Minsk, Belarus, introducing Vital Hurkov.
With Vital Hurkov from Belarus taking on Jasim Al-Jilawi from the Netherlands. This should be a great one to kick off tonight.
All times, hook them up.
Every single fight is a stacked fight.
Hold on, John. Go back. Let this guy get it.
A former 6-time amateur world kickboxing champion. And here he is, once again in the pro ranks. Opens up nice with a jab, inside thigh kick combination. Al-Jilawi just tries to rush him. They clinch up for the first time, and Steve Mazzagatti breaks them.
Vital's starting off quite well. I mean, using his reach quite well, especially, stepping into that jab.
Vital Hurkov wants to sit behind that jab, use that extensive reach of his. His controlling centering at the moment is Vital, as Al-Jilawi tries to throw a lead hook, just glances the Belarusian, goes body head, left hand right, still can't find the range though, Ray.
Well, that's right. I think he's hopping in. I think he should take his time, work off his jab, try to close that gap. Obviously, he's the shorter guy.
Just gets upended, no knockdown there, of course. Referee Mazzagatti gets them back underway. Good solid start here from the towering Vital Hurkov, looking for his 91st career victory. Al-Jilawi hoping for career victory number 31. High right round kick from Hurkov, and he's turned off, and now Al-Jilawi has centering.
And this is what Jasim needs to do more, is punch on the inside, especially when he's closing the gap. He's trying to kick on the inside, which is, he can get caught with a right-hand left hook from the taller guy.
Al-Jilawi again leads with the right hand down the tube. Good combination work by Hurkov. Gets countered though. Straight right from Al-Jilawi. Hurkov, jab inside thigh kick. Jab didn't connect. He caught the inside thigh with the toes. Nice rip to the liver there from Al-Jilawi.
I like Jasim to actually work that jab and try and close that gap, especially if he's going to the body.
Stop.
With a tall guy like that, you can't lead to the body. Because eventually he's going to find his timing and he'll land those shots to the chin.
Hurkov, who has been on quite a tear of late, having won 20 of his past 23 bouts. Sticks the jab in the face of Al-Jilawi. Final 40 seconds of this opening round. Set for 5 rounds. And it's been a solid one for the Belarusian in the black trunks.
Stop. Break clean. Fight.
Left hook from Al-Jilawi. Right hand catches the kicking leg, which is not permitted under these rules.
Jasim needs to keep his chin down. or Vital is going to take it to his corner with him.
Jumping knee from Vital Hurdakov in the final 10 seconds of the round, getting airborne for the first time.
That's it.
And we go to the towels. Ray, a very solid start for Vital Hurdakov. He'll take the first round 10-9.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he worked off his jab. He used his range well. Jassim definitely needs to work off his jab and get on the inside. Like right here, you know, his chin's right up in the air, he's falling.
Все время отвлекай внимание, там нога вот так вот впереди, все время по ней, а потом кивай, бей. Троечку пуляй.
Right here, you know, again, he should be working off his jab, trying to close that gap.
Plenty of instruction coming in the corner here. The team from Rotterdam in the corner of Jassim Al-Jalawi. The team from Coliseum Gym. Long journey out here to Las Vegas for both of these men from Minsk and Rotterdam.
Come on, red corner, let's move.
And Hurdakov on our scorecards taking the first. Inside leg kick to open up for Al-Jalawi. A little bit more pepper about him now.
Stop. Break clean, break clean.
He's got to find a way to get on the inside of the reach of Hurdakov, Ray.
Right, exactly. And that's what Jassim just did, is exactly what he needs to do. He's got to punch on the inside, punch his way in.
Right hand lead from Al-Jalawi. High right roundhouse from Hurdakov was a nice one. Inside thigh kick to follow. Outside leg kick.
That was the first. That was a thigh punch.
They clinch up and Al-Jalawi just forces Hurdakov back against the ropes and Steve Mazzagatti breaks them. Some better signs so far in this second round for Jassim Al-Jalawi. Step across inside leg kick from Hurdakov. Al-Jalawi is landing the leather, but he doesn't necessarily have the power. Only 7 knockouts so far in his 30 career victories. Body shot. Nice clipping left hand over the top there from Al-Jalawi. Rips to the body off the right hand. Parries the front kick.
Jassim seems to be off balance a lot. I'm trying to work out why. I mean, with a guy that's at 30 fights, or at least 30 plus, he should be more balanced.
Just past the halfway point of this second round. Hurdakov again controlling center ring, fires that lead round kick, no step through on it. Eats an uppercut there from Al-Jalawi. Left hook from Al-Jalawi was a nice one to the temple, sticks him with a short right hand. Hurdakov gets clipped with the uppercut. Jumping knee from Vital Hurdakov and a round kick to the ribcage. Al-Jalawi is calling Hurdakov forward, but the Dutchman is hurt here. High left round from Hurdakov. Can he finish Al-Jalawi here in the second? Knee again from Hurdakov, powerful. Jumping knee from Al-Jalawi, didn't have the distance, didn't have the timing. And you are indeed right, Ray, the cut opening up under the right eye here of Jassim Al-Jalawi. He's tough, he's gritty, but he just can't combat the technique, the stamina, and the extreme length here, the range of Vital Hurdakov.
I think there's a bit of a headbutt there, or a head clash, should I say.
Both men jabbing, right hand cross, nicely done from Hurdakov. High right round, caught the double forearms. Short knee on the inside, there's one to the kidney region. And Steve Mazzagatti again separates both men. 2 rounds down, 1 to go.
Definitely an exciting round.
Right at the start of the round there were better signs from Jassim Al-Jalawi. Then he got tagged with the knee, and it seemed to really slow him down, and Vital Hurdakov came on strong.
Well, that's right. Again, Jassim needs to work obviously a lot harder, and he probably needs to knock out. Well, actually, this is a 5-rounder, so he still has a couple of rounds to still steal the fight, but he definitely needs to work harder and keep, and try and force the fight. Because right now he's losing this. He's lost the last 2 rounds.
Those knees proving effective for Vital Hurdakov, using the full range of his 6'1" frame. And as Ray said, it's all for Jassim Al-Jalawi to do here as we roll into the third. All part of Kickboxing Empire 2 from the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Hope you're enjoying all the action, folks, wherever you're watching us.
You can see in the background there, the legend Rob Kramer in the house.
Multiple World's Muay Thai champion, one of the greats of all time, Rob Carmen, among many luminaries here ringside in Las Vegas who have turned out to see Kickboxing Empire. And what a treat we are getting in our opening fight of the night. High right roundhouse from Vital Hurdakov. Tries to power through to Al-Jalawi with the right hand. Good combination work here from Hurdakov. Jab to roundhouse kick and a front kick.
Stop.
They wrestle, they tango, and Steve Mazzagatti breaks them.
Again, Vital is, he's doing the right, his corner's doing the right stuff, working off his jab, putting combinations together.
Now Vital Hurdakov is getting cautioned. He may get a point deduction here by Steve Mazzagatti. He does indeed. It was an illegal spinning back elbow, permitted in Muay Thai rules, not here under kickboxing rules. The spinning back fist, folks, is permitted. You can spin around and strike with any part of the glove, but you cannot strike outside the gloved area. Therefore, not using the forearm, not using the elbow, which is what Vital Hurdakov did then, Ray.
That's right, and I don't think he, intentionally meant to do that, but I think he kind of misjudged his range, and him being obviously a lot taller, misjudged the range and was able to land the elbow instead of the spinning back fist.
Jassim Al-Jalawi, can he find something here? Both men grunting behind every strike. Hurdakov clinches, didn't get a chance to throw an effective knee. Al-Jalawi's taking punishment, but he's far from done yet. Uppercut, right hook, just not getting through the guard though, and Hurdakov stings him against the rope. Rapid fire combination here from the Belarusian, and he sweeps out the legs of Al-Jalawi. This is excellence in execution, Ray, from big Vital Hurdakov.
Well, this is right. I mean, again, there's some great fighters from Belarus, and this kid here, Vital, is showing that tradition, and he's dominating this fight. He's throwing combinations, coming forward, and really putting the pressure on right now.
Hurdakov unloading on a hapless Al-Jalawi from pillar to post here. The fast hands, the follow through with the legs, another inside thigh kick to that femoral profunda. A high knee, Al-Jalawi's hurt here. And Steve Mazzagatti waves off the fight. It is Vital Hurdakov by TKO. What a way to kick off Kickboxing Empire number 2.
I personally wouldn't stop the fight, but when you look at it again, I think Jassim is outmatched. Vital did everything right. So, and the referee just signaled that Jassim's elbow is also hurt. So, it is a good stop.
So Vital Hurdakov from Minsk claims his 91st career victory. 91-13 now his record. Jassim Al-Jalawi falls to 34-5.
Right here, Vitaly, again, we're saying putting under pressure, dominating the fight, manhandling Jassim. Unfortunately, Jassim, he just didn't have what it takes to, mix it up with Vital. Good knees here, another Florida combination.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti stops this contest at 2 minutes 6 seconds of the third round. The winner by TKO victory, Vital Hurdakov.
Kickboxing Empire took Las Vegas by storm this week. Not only did the excitement of this World Championship card permeate the hotel casinos, but the entire strip as well. This is the prestigious Fashion Show Mall, located in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, where the weigh-in took place. It also played host to an official proclamation in which Kickboxing Empire was honoured by the Clark County Commission for its role in helping to promote international tourism. It is rematch time here for the Intercontinental Championship at light cruiserweight. Last time these two men met, Pavel Turek and Sean Yarbrough. It was Pavel Turek who came up trumps back in 2011. Sean Yarbrough since went on hiatus, took a 2-year break from the sport after going 4-4 in his previous 8. He returns to the ring here tonight to rematch Pavel Turek. It's going to be hard going. Can he rejuvenate and get revenge, or will history repeat itself, Ray?
Well, this is a tough call for Sean because, you know, being off for 2 years and then coming back and then fighting the guy that he lost to.
The tail of the tape for the Intercontinental Championship, Pavel Turek from Minsk, Belarus, Sean Yarbrough from here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Turek 22-5, 11 knockouts. Yarbrough 15-7-1 with 10 KOs. A 1 pound advantage goes the way of Sean Yarbrough. And once again, let's go up to tonight's ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue now with our next bout, so please let's welcome our next two fighters as they prepare to make their way to the ring. Would you please welcome Sean Yarbrough?
Sean Yarbrough. He's been around for a long time, began training in 1997. Las Vegas' own, a record of 15-7-1, 10 knockouts. And a man who's trained some fine mixed martial artists in the art of striking. Among them the likes of Dan Hardy, Frank Mir, Forrest Griffin, Brandon Vera, Uriah Faber, Gilbert Ivell, Joseph Benavidez, Vitor Belfort, and many more. Sean Yarbrough, back at Kickboxing Empire.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Pavel Turek?
Another strong Belarusian from Minsk, Pavel Turek. He beat Sean Yarbrough once before. He says he'll do it again here tonight. A record of 22-5, 11 knockouts for Pavel Turek, as both men challenge here for the vacant IKA Intercontinental Championship at light cruiserweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue here at the Planet Hollywood Resort Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas with our next bout of the evening. This is a rematch, 5 rounds scheduled in the light cruiserweight division for the vacant IKA International Championship. Our 3 judges, Sal D'Amato, Junichiro Kamijo, and Mark Smith. And the man in charge, referee Chris Taioni. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black and silver trunks. He weighed in at 179 pounds. His record as professional, 15 victories, 7 defeats with 1 draw, with 10 wins by knockout. From right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, introducing Sean Yarbrough. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white trunks trimmed with the red, and he weighed in at 178 pounds. His record, 22 victories with 11 wins by knockout with 5 defeats. From Minsk, Belarus, introducing Pavel Turek.
All right, guys, you don't know what it is. I expect you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Any questions here? Questions here? Good luck, gentlemen. Here we go.
We are ready for the rematch. And the light cruiserweight strap on the line. Pavel Turek of Minsk, Belarus versus Las Vegas' own Sean Yarbrough. One kick, Nick Blomgren, Dewey Cooper in the corner of Yarbrough, and also lending some instructions just before the fight. Rob Carmen popped into the corner of Sean Yarbrough. Yarbrough comes out jabbing. Good outside leg kick, actually hurt the knee. Round kick to the ribs of Turek.
Sean is a very fast guy, and if he uses his speed, you know, he can dictate the pace of this fight. Again, as I was saying earlier, you know, it's really tough to come back, first fight back after 2 years and fight a guy who beat you last time. So, you know, obviously you got to really be mentally in tune with this fight and with yourself in terms of confidence.
Nice front kick to the midsection from Yarbrough. High right roundhouse Turek, then they go downstairs. Yarbrough wearing the traditional prajur around each bicep, one of the many amulets that Muay Thai fighters like to wear to bring them good luck. Snapping outside leg kick from Yarbrough, sticks the front kick to the guts again. Straight right hand down the tube, and Turek checks the second leg kick.
It looks like they just picked up from where they left off from the last time, 2 years ago.
There is no sign of ring rust on Sean Yarbrough here in the first round. Turek goes hunting now with the right hand and eats a straight right from Yarbrough. Step across outside thigh kick. Yarbrough is doing a number on the lead leg of Pavel Turek. You hear the corner of Yarbrough saying, pop it, and he does just that. Pops the jab on the nose of Turek. Turek coming forward, Ray, but needs to initiate because he's eating Yarbrough's jab time and time again.
Right, exactly. And, you know, Yarbrough definitely needs to continue to jab like that because that's the only way he's going to keep him off. If he keeps pushing him off, he's going to continue to come. The only time that Turek's going to stop if he feels something solid.
Good two-punch combination there from Pavel Turek. Step across outside leg kick from Yarbrough. Gets caught with a right hook. They clinch up, center of the ring, shrug each other off. Plenty of damage to that lead thigh of Pavel Turek. Yarbrough goes back to the jab. There is blood coming from the nose of Turek, courtesy of those landing jabs. Missing body shot from Pavel Turek. Overhand right from Turek, the corner of Yarbrough saying, stick to the jab. Yarbrough was momentarily drifting off to his left, which is not where he wants to be going, into that right hand of Pavel Turek. He's got to stay in a counterclockwise movement, Ray, into the lead hand of Turek.
Well, yeah, you know, it's tough. Again, like I said, you know, a 2-year layoff, fighting a guy you lost to. I mean, Turek, obviously, he's been active. You can see that. I mean, the pressure of the fight is starting to show on Sean's face.
It was Sean Yarbrough using the jab effectively in the first round. The outside thigh kicks to the lead leg of Pavel Turek paid dividends. Turek maybe a little faster with the hands, but perhaps not as accurate as Yarbrough in the first. As we take a look at some of the action as it went down. Body shot and a nice clinch and knee there from Yarbrough. And there you see the jab from Sean Yarbrough. Spinning back fist, that was perfectly legal. All leather connecting there for Pavel Turek. One kick, Nick Blomgren in the corner here of Sean Yarbrough. Ray, on your scorecard, would you give the first round to Sean Yarbrough or Pavel Turek?
I'm going with Turek in the first round.
We speak about the lead leg of Pavel Turek taking a beating, but Yarbrough's leg is also turning a shade of purple here as we start the second round. Nice leg kick from Turek, then goes upstairs off the lead roundhouse with a switch up. Snaps that leg kick again, and he's really welting up the outside lead leg now of Yarbrough.
Sean needs to start sitting on those shots, especially that right hand. Because again, Turek's not feeling anything, so he's going to continue to put that pressure on. Just like that.
Turek, jab outside leg kick, bread and butter combination for the Belarusian. Front kick from Yarbrough. He's dropping his hands a little here in the second round. That doesn't augur well for him because Pavel Turek is a man who can snap the right over the top very quickly, catch you on the jaw. And just the way that Turek is stringing together the fluidity of the hands and the legs, Ray, it's impressive.
Well, yeah, he's putting everything. He's a complete fighter. He's putting everything together. He's going to the body, coming back upstairs, head kicks, low kicks. He's mixing it up really well. Right now, he's controlling the fight. Sean is a little bit hurt. Sean's got to move, get out of there. Stick that jab.
Yarbrough blowing a little heavy now. Perhaps the ring rust now comes into play. Always a troubling sign when a fighter starts breathing through their mouth as opposed to the nose, particularly when you're only in the second round of a scheduled 5-rounder. Again, overhand right from Turek was a nice one, Ray.
Absolutely. Good right hand, great body shot, left hook to the body. And again, it's such a huge ask, you know, coming off a 2-year layoff and fighting a guy you lost to. And when that guy comes out and puts that kind of pace on, it's tough to deal with.
Left hook, body shot, straight left through. This is just controlled and methodical from Pavel Turek. Cracks the lead leg of Yarbrough again. High left roundhouse kick. Yarbrough trying to teep to that lead thigh.
Sean's got to start trying, and even if he's not hurting him, he's got to at least walk him down a little bit, because right now, you know, Turek he's confident. He knows he can beat him. He beat him before. He's just picking him apart right now.
Yarbrough is gassed here. 20 seconds remains in the round. He'll need a well-deserved break as he eats another solid jab. Returns the favour to Turek. Turek to the sternum, then goes for the jaw with the right hand. Cracks the lead thigh twice in a row. The more you hit the thighs, the harder it is for your opponent to launch his punches. It all starts from the legs. And Yarbrough is a hurt man as he goes back to his corner. So many luminaries have turned out in force here tonight to support Kickboxing Empire as they bring back big-time international kickboxing to American soil.
Great fight, great combinations. Turek, you know, again, I feel for Sean because I know Sean, he's a good kid, but it's always again, I keep going back to, you know, coming back from a two-year layoff, and right here, I mean, Turek is putting a number on Sean right now. Unless Sean can come try and push that pace and can try and push forward. And Turek doesn't even look like he's breathing.
Back underway, and Turek just picks up where he left off. The round kicks
from 2 years
straight
ago.
Punches. He has not stopped momentum here, the Belarusian. Overhand right, left hook connects.
I gotta give it to Sean. Sean took those couple of shots solid.
Body shots again from Turek. Digs into the liver like he's digging for oil. Jab two, body shot again. Yarbrough's ready to go here.
Yeah, I think the ref's gonna have to step in soon. Sean is getting, you know, really he's getting the number done on him right now.
Turek keeps Yarbrough in the corner, hacks away to the body again. Nice turning left hook, outside thigh kick. Unrelenting here, Pavel Turek. And Yarbrough has no answers, eats a jab, right hand. There was a solid right to the jaw from Yarbrough, but only the single punch.
What I'm afraid of is that the head kick comes some way, you know, sooner or later.
Those liver shots are taking their toll on Yarbrough. There's the head kick you called for, Ray. Yarbrough saw it coming, but look how flat-footed Sean Yarbrough is here. He's just proving a heavy bag at the moment for Pavel Turek to tee off on. Left hook, overhand right. Yarbrough not answering back, another dipping liver shot.
Sean's a tough kid, but, you know, eventually enough is enough. I mean, he's just getting outdone here right now.
The corner of Yarbrough is saying Pavel Turek is tired now, let's go, but I don't think that's the case. Will they have one hand on the towel at the moment in the corner of Yarbrough? Because he is getting absolutely shellacked here. Nothing behind those blows of Yarbrough. Outside leg kick from Turek. Spinning back fist from Turek. Perhaps Pavel Turek now has slowed down, but the question is, has Sean Yarbrough still got anything in the tank that could trouble the Belarusian?
Sean's lead leg is looking rather bruised also.
Stiff jab again from Pavel Turek. Knee to the lower left rib cage from Yarbrough. 35 seconds remains in this round. It's been all Pavel Turek. Put that one on the elbow, which can often be more painful than for the kicker than the one on the receiving end.
Absolutely, I know. I've landed a few of those.
Thumping right-left combination, jab, body shot from Pavel Turek, changing levels here. Right hand lead from Yarbrough, just to change things up a little. Lead to left hook from Turek.
Turek reminds me of Kishenko.
He does indeed.
You know, the way he throws combinations, the way he comes forward, pressure, great fight, or fighter.
3 rounds of dominance for this man. Pavel Turek of Belarus.
Ты очень много сил потратил.
Nothing much to need to tell Turek, just to do the same as you do. Stay on top of Yarbrough. Don't underestimate Yarbrough. And if you're in the corner of the Las Vegas fighter, Ray, what are you telling Yarbrough to do in the 4th?
You know, obviously he's got to start putting some combinations together. He's got to show Turek that he can be here, that he's still, you know, a dangerous opponent. And if you're going to take your time with that, you've got to start really sitting on your shots and throwing a big right hand, a left hook to the head, even digging some body shots.
Comments from the former 6-time world champion, Sugar Ray Sefo, ringside with myself, Michael Chevello. It's the light cruiserweight championship on the line here between Pavel Turek and Sean Yarbrough. 4th round of 5. Left hook from Turek just rattles the jaw. Yarbrough does a quick count of his teeth. Turek hunting him down. The rangefinder with the jab. He'll try for the finish with the right hand or the head kick perhaps. The tipping body shot to the liver worked a treat for him in the 3rd round.
And this is the other thing, you know, Sean's got to push him back and try and control the center a little bit. Because right now, again, Turek is a confident fighter. He knew from the beginning that he'd beaten him before. He's completely winning. He's won every round.
Left hook, straight right hand. Look at the combination work again here from Pavel Turek. Snappy jab again. Yarbrough just lumbered on forward, looked to clinch him up, didn't throw a knee behind it, however. The corner is begging for Yarbrough to throw first. He does with a right hand lead, but there's no real mustard behind it.
I got to give it to Sean. I mean, he's a tough kid. You know, he's proven that time and time again, but I mean, he's just completely outclassed in this fight.
Jabs again from Turek, forcing Yarbrough towards the ropes. When Turek puts you in a corner, gets you backed up against the ropes, you are in trouble. The man knows how to unload. Front kick from Yarbrough misses the target. 80 seconds remains in this round. Jab 2 from Yarbrough, and Turek fires back with a 4-punch combination. High left roundhouse kick.
I feel for Sean because everything he does throw, there's no mustard behind it. It's very slow. And I've sparred Sean before. He's a very fast guy.
You know, Ray, you may have called it correctly earlier on. In the 1st round, we saw Yarbrough being sharp, being fast, looking like he had no signs of ring rust. But was it too much of an ask to come back after a 2-year hiatus, rematch the man you lost to last time, and for a 5-round championship fight at that?
And on top of that, knowing that this guy, Turek, is being active. You know, so, again, I mean, as you can see, Turek is just picked up from where they left off last time they fought.
Turek scoring again with a liver shot. Tucks the chin, throws the jab, the Belarusian, spinning back fist. Tipping liver shot again. Spinning back fist once more from Turek. He's putting on a bit of a show now.
He likes that spinning back fist.
He does.
So do I.
One of the more exciting weapons in the kickboxer's arsenal. Remember the great Manson Gibson was one of the masters of that. 4 rounds down, 1 remaining.
Indeed he was.
Pavel Turek doing everything right at the moment.
It must be kind of frustrating for Turek also to know that he's throwing everything at Sean, apart from the kitchen sink, and he's still there.
I believe they actually have a kitchen sink in his bucket in the corner, right? And it may come into play in the final round.
Or maybe Sean might have that.
I think for Sean Yarbrough to win this one,
He definitely needs that kitchen sink.
We'll hope a grand piano falls from somewhere on top of Pavel Turek. But it is the kickboxing game, and there is always hope. One punch, one kick in the right place can end it. Fifth and final round. Has Sean Yarbrough got something, it may take a minor miracle. And Turek straight back onto it here. Walking through the kicks. Backs up Yarbrough with the left. Yarbrough managed to locate the lead thigh in the opening round, went to town on Turek, hasn't done since.
Sean can't afford to just throw one-off shots. He's, right now he's lost every round. He's got to sit on those 2 shots and make sure it counts.
It just looks like since fatigue came into play in the second round for Yarbrough, he lost his game plan that he had in the first round, Ray.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what happened. And, again, it's such a huge ask to come off a 2-year layoff and fight a guy that you lost to last time. And again, like we've been saying all along throughout the fight, Turek's been busy.
Turek has Yarbrough against the ropes. The corner is telling Yarbrough not to get lazy, keep working, get off those ropes, get back to center ring where you've got room to move. Lazy front kick there from Yarbrough. Turek uppercut, left hook combination.
The corner's yelling to Sean to make his mind up. I don't know what that means. They should be yelling out, throw some shots.
Indeed, Ray, sometimes the corner has to make your mind up for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, a high right round kick from Yarbrough, and that's what I spoke about earlier. It's the kickboxing caper. One solid kick out of nowhere can turn the tide. It didn't on that occasion, but Yarbrough sent a message to Turek saying, I'm not done yet. Can Yarbrough find his second wind in the final minutes?
Yeah, Sean is tired.
Body shot again, nice glancing jab to the orbital from Pavel Turek. High front kick from the Belarusian. Left hook from Turek, doubles up on it. The corner is begging for Yarbrough to put together some combinations, but the energy is not there. The mind may be willing, but the body is not. Body shot to the sternum, goes Turek. Rocks the head of Yarbrough back again. He's had more combinations than a bank safe, has Pavel Turek, and he is cruising his way to a decision. He is cruising his way to the vacant light cruiserweight intercontinental strap. Overhand right. Yarbrough will see it to the final bell here. He tries to duke it out in the final seconds, and it should go the way of Pavel Turek, the nemesis of Sean Yarbrough.
Great effort from Sean in terms of just being in there, tough kid, but yeah, it's a very tough ask. And this gentleman here was, right throughout the fight, very dominant. We said earlier that he pretty much, picked up from where he left off since 2 years ago with this fight.
Let's take a look at some of the action as it went down. Beautiful punching combination here from Pavel Turek. It really was the combination work, the speed of Turek that paid dividends for him, Ray.
Well, that's right. Again, yeah, I mean, he put everything together nicely, from punches to the body, the head. He went low kicks, high kicks. Yeah, a typical Russian, Belarusian fighter. And of course, you know, one of the biggest part of that too is just relentless. You know, the pace that he fought that fight at.
Okay, let's go to Jake Gutierrez for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judge Sal Diamato scored this bout 49-46. Judge Junichiro Kamijo scores it 50-45. And Judge Mark Smith scored it 49-46, all for the winner by unanimous decision. And he is now the new IKA International Intercontinental Champion, Pavel Turek.
Never a doubt about it, Pavel Turek claims the IKA Light Cruiserweight Intercontinental Championship and advances his record to 23-5. Women's super lightweight bout. It's time now, Jenny Nadal to take on Colleen Schneider. Both women on pro debut here tonight. Both weighed 137 pounds, 136 for Colleen Schneider. Jenny Nadal out of Lindenhurst, New York, and from LA, California, Colleen Schneider.
So I moved out to California in 2000 to go to school at UC Berkeley. I did my undergrad there, studied physics and astrophysics, did research in that field for a bit, but ultimately MMA was what I loved doing and what I decided to pursue.
Started to get kicked in kickboxing just to lose some weight with my dad, and fell in love with the sport. The promoter called once after 3 weeks of training, asked me if I wanted to fight. I said sure, so me and my dad just went at it, and unfortunately a couple of months later I lost my dad in 9/11.
I've been training under Josh Barnett since late last year, and my game's really improved, and I'm excited to show everyone what I have.
Doesn't faze me at all. I'm trained by Ray Longo. We have Chris Weidman, Ali Quinta, Chuck Gordon. I mean, my gym is top notch.
My strategy tomorrow night is to beat the crap out of her any way I want to. That's it.
Turning pro in the fight capital in Vegas is a big deal. Nothing like going hard the first time. Go hard or go home, right?
Oh, she's a good fighter. It'll be a good bout. It'll be some good back and forth, but I'm gonna dominate the fight.
I mean, I love to kick, but I'm also a brawler. You know, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm gonna bring it. There's no soft side of this, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, a kickboxing empire is ready to begin with our next bout. So please welcome, making her way to the ring, Colleen Schneider.
I see Colleen walking out with Josh Barnett, one of the legends in mixed martial arts.
Josh Barnett has very good words to say about Colleen Schneider. We saw her a couple of hours ago come out and bounce around the ring and do some movement with Josh Barnett. He says she hits hard, she moves well. And what a card to make your pro debut on here for Colleen Schneider. Judging by it, Ray, she also has the same taste in music as her cornerman, Josh Barnett.
Absolutely. Another good friend of ours also has this kind of taste in music as Claudio Vetosa. Another great K1 kickboxer, Kyokushin. I don't know if you want to do that that's abuse on TV.
And now approaching the ring, Jenny Nadal.
Her father died on September 11 in the Twin Towers disaster. He was 52 years old, an insurance writer for the Aon Corporation in the South Tower when the first plane plowed into the North Tower. He was in a meeting then on the 102nd floor. He called Jenny's mom, Lorraine, told her he loved her. He could have evacuated the building there and then. Instead, Larry Nadal chose to stay on the 92nd floor and help a colleague with poor vision. And here is his daughter, Jenny Nadal, making her pro debut here tonight in Las Vegas. For the official introductions, let's go up to Jake Gutierrez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our next bout of the evening, a special attraction featuring the women of kickboxing. 4 rounds in the super lightweight division. Our judges will be John Baker, Sal Diamato, and Junichiro Kamijo. Our referee in charge, once again, Steve Mazzagatti. Fighting out of the red corner, she's wearing black with pink trim, and she weighed in at 136 pounds. Tonight, fans, she makes her professional debut from Los Angeles, California, introducing Colleen Thoroughbred Schneider. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the blue trunks, and she weighed in at 137 pounds. And just like her opponent tonight, she also makes her professional debut. Coming to us from Lindenhurst, New York, here is Jenny Nadel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do a clean, fair fight. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Now hook them up.
Steve Mazzagatti with the final instructions. A women's super lightweight contest set for 4 rounds between Jenny Nadel of New York and Colleen Schneider from California. Michael Chavallo, Ray Sefo with you ringside from the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada, all part of Kickboxing Empire #2.
That's a sad story about Jenny, but she's very passionate about kickboxing, and the fact that she continued to speak in memory of her dad also, because they both started kickboxing together.
Certainly gives her a lot of motivation here tonight. She tries to get airborne early here on Colleen Schneider. Schneider, the taller of the two, has the reach here over Jenny Nadel. Nadel, very thickly built, has some good kicks on her, and if she gets on the inside, look out for her boxing, especially to the body of Colleen Schneider. There's a side kick from Jenny Nadel.
I believe Jenny Nadel has actually been kickboxing for about 13 to 14 years.
Both women have performed as amateurs. Here they are on their pro debut tonight. High right roundhouse kick from Colleen Schneider, then switches up off the left leg. Jab to hook combination from Schneider. Sticks the jab again as Nadel goes to the inside lead thigh. Tags her with a nice turning left hook. Right hand lead there from Schneider. High right roundhouse. As she spun around, Nadel tried to counter her. Just can't find the distancing yet of the timing, Jenny Nadel. Right hand as a lead punch, but didn't have the distance. Inside leg kick from Nadel. Circles off to her right, drifting into the lead hand of Schneider, which is where she wants to be going, because Schneider does pack a wallop in the right. Spinning hook kick from Schneider.
That was a nice spinning hook kick.
You know, Ray, when we asked Josh Barnett before the show, how would you like Colleen to win tonight, he said a spinning hook kick knockout would be the way to go.
she showed that.
We're going to change levels here, Colleen Schneider. Both women trade round kicks. It was Nadel who drew the short straw, flicking high left round from Schneider. Round kick to the midsection from Nadel.
Schneider's still trying to find that range. You know, again, I always say if you're a shorter fighter, you gotta double jab in.
Just not committing when she does come in here, though. Jenny Nadel still not comfortable with her distancing. Cuts a side kick down the center. Missing right hand there from Schneider. On the front foot, careers that roundhouse kick, tucks it into the armpit of Nadel. Nadel, round kick, looking for the liver, and it's Schneider who circles off to her right. Looking a little more impressive over the last half a minute or so when she comes forward here, Jenny Nadel. But she has had trouble finding her range as we end the first round.
Relax.
Josh Barnett in the corner of Colleen Schneider.
I just want you to throw. I just want you to let stuff go. When you hit her, she always reacts by running forward.
Plenty of instructions coming from Josh. Ray, if you were there in the corner of Colleen, what are you telling her to do for the second round?
Well, continue what she's doing, but commit a little bit more. You know, obviously she's dictating that pace, so sit a little bit down on her shots. That was a nice spinning hook kick.
There was a promising flurry in close from Jenny Nadal in the final 30 seconds or so. What does Nadal need to do here in the second?
Well, she's got to stop following her around, and she's got to also, again, commit to closing that gap, find her distance right off the bat, which she found very hard in the first round. So she's got to try and be on top of her. And Schneider comes out and does exactly the opposite.
Schneider looking to once again dictate the pace she held for most of the first round. We are only at 4 rounds for this one. Good left round kick there from Schneider. Outside crescent kick from Nadal. Inside leg Nadal. Left round kick Nadal. Front kick to the midsection. Some better signs here from Jenny Nadal in the early get-go of the second. Josh Barnett calling for Schneider to use the jab. She responds. They clinch up, no chance for the knees. High left round kick, but not really pivoting the hips or pivoting on the support foot there.
Jenny needs to, really sit down on her shots, number one. Number two, she's got to start putting combinations together. I feel like she's just throwing things out there.
Fake right hand, then turns in the left hook. Nicely done from Schneider. Sticks the cross in her face. They back up against the ropes. Schneider tried to sneak in a couple of knees. Good outside leg kick, nice and high on the thigh. Left-right 3-2 combination from Schneider. Trying to back into the corner. There's a turning back kick. Foot meets face.
Nice spinning kick.
Nadal blasting forward, but no real power behind those salvos, even though she backed Schneider into the blue corner. And Schneider tags with a straight right. She has determination, Jenny Nadal. But at the moment, Ray just doesn't have the technique, the power, or the timing to really trouble Colleen.
Well, that's right. I mean, what she's doing right now, she's got to do more of that. Back her up and let her hands go.
Step through knee from Schneider, then one to the midsection, tries to fold her in half like origami. Sticks a jab in the face. Josh Barnett is calling for Schneider to chop the lead thigh here, and she answers again. Good to see a fighter, a rookie fighter at that, who listens to her corner so closely.
Yeah, it's very important because sometimes, the corner is going to see what you can't see while you're in motion of that, of the fight.
High right roundhouse kick, trying to loop the shin around the back of the neck. Goes to the inside thigh. Nadal tries to walk her down.
And again, this is what I'm saying, Nadal needs to cut that angle rather than she's following her around.
Spinning back fist, nowhere near the target for Nadal. Jump walk right hand from Nadal. Changing it up a little, and I don't think that Schneider expected it, and it proved to be one of the better punches of the fight. Still, though, 2 rounds to zip in favor of Colleen Schneider.
In Schneider's corner is Ray Longo, who's a well-known coach also in the world of mixed martial arts. He trains the lightweight champion, or the middleweight champion.
Beautiful back kick there. Straight right down the tube from Colleen Schneider and a step through knee. You see Nadal on the front foot trying to come forward, not really getting any sting and turning the knuckles into those punches to really trouble Colleen Schneider. War Master, the former UFC heavyweight champion Josh Barnett, delivers the instructions to Schneider.
I think Josh just said look down and kick high.
Instruction.
Yep.
Third round of 4. 2 rounds to 0. We've scored it as Nadal comes out with a nice front kick to the face. 2 rounds to 0. We've scored it to Schneider. It's time for Nadal to go to work here. She skips forward, throws a round kick off the left. There's a section of the crowd here at the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino that is cheering every time Jenny Nadal lands. They've suddenly taken her side. And she almost gets folded in half with that knee. Roundhouse off the left from Schneider. Nadal with that high front kick again. She's gutsy, is Jenny Nadal. But can she find the target? Jump walking right hand. It worked well for her at the end of the second round, not on that occasion.
And what Nadal is doing right now is exactly what she needs to do. Is, you know, she's got to back Colleen up, and just heard Josh Barnett call out, "Don't back up," and this is what Jenny needs to do.
And this has been Jenny Nadal's best minute 10 of the fight so far. She's winning this round so far, Ray.
Yes, and again, because she's putting pressure on, she's coming forward, and she's picking up the pace of the fight.
Overhand right from Nadal, backing Schneider against the rope. Schneider tries to lock in a single hand clinch and throw the knee. Overhand right from Schneider, but she telegraphed it. You got to wonder, did Jenny Nadal just take a couple of rounds to find her rhythm, a couple of rounds to get a sweat going? Because she certainly found her rhythm here in the third.
And, sometimes that happens with fighters.
Spinning hook kick from Schneider. Chance for the knee. Nadal is hurt. Josh Barnett spots it and says Schneider, pounce on her. They're telling Colleen Schneider to go to the body. It's good instruction, especially to that liver section on the right side of the body. Can Nadal protect that body for the next 45 seconds? Knee to the sweet spot again. And Steve Mazzagatti breaks both ladies. I still have Nadal ahead in this round, Ray.
So do I. And that's the reason why. It's because she is coming forward. She's pushing the pace.
Knee from Schneider didn't really follow through. Right hand lead. There's a snappy jab from Schneider, trying to put some points down late in the round. It does so with the knee. Front kick, right hand from Nadal, backs up Schneider again. Good contest, good third round, but this one should go the way of Jenny Nadal.
Breathe. What are you doing out there?
Colleen was folded over a little bit over there. I think she's kind of tired. But Josh is saying to her, can't show that kind of weakness. You've got to stay strong.
What does it tell you here, Ray, that Colleen Schneider is breathing so heavily she's chosen to take a stool between rounds, but Jenny Nadal, who just won her first round of the fight, is choosing to stand?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And if, Jenny's paying attention to Colleen, that should be a boost for her to come out and really take the fight to her this last round, because she needs this next round to make it a draw.
Fourth and final round. First two rounds we had it to Colleen Schneider. Third round's at Jenny Nadal. And once again, Nadal comes on strong. Tucking the chin, biting down hard on the mouthpiece. Continually coming forward on Colleen Schneider. It's not clean technique, it's not the prettiest of technique, but it was effective in the third round. Good knee on the inside from Schneider, banging body shots here from Nadal as they break off. Now this is what Nadal doesn't want to do. Doesn't want to be backed up as she was in the first two rounds. Needs to keep coming forward. Needs to keep throwing caution to the wind and see what lands on Schneider.
That's right. And that's exactly what she does need to do if she wants to win this round. Ray Longo is calling out for her to put the pressure on. As I was saying earlier, Ray Longo is actually the trainer for the UFC middleweight champion, Chris Weidman.
Couldn't be in much better hands. Ray Longo is telling Nadal to go for it here in the fourth and final round. Throws a knee to the upper left rib cage. That'll score for Nadal. Schneider, good left hook, good step through knee. She got an elbow off there. Don't think Mazzagatti saw it. Illegal, of course, the elbows tonight. Glancing right hand from Schneider. And Nadal dances out of dodge. Nadal powers forward, trying to find that right hand, trying to get on the inside and land some leather. 1 minute 15 remains. If Nadal wins this round, on our scorecards, it'll be a drawn fight. If she can knock down Schneider, she'll win it. Schneider ties her up. Can she launch a knee? It's Nadal who gets the knee off to the belly button. Glancing right hand by Nadal. It will be intriguing if we do go the distance to see how our three ringside judges scoring. Are they paying the more knees that have landed from Schneider? Are they paying the aggression in the past 2 rounds of Jenny Nadal?
And Jenny's landing that right hand at will.
She's backing up Schneider as she did in the 3rd round. Schneider breathing through her mouth, eats another right hand. Bangs to the body, does Nadal. She's gutsy, little Jenny Nadal. The lady from Lindenhurst, New York. Still coming forward with 18 seconds on the clock. Josh Barnett is pleading for Schneider to throw the knee. She does so. Nadal shrugs her off. Has she got one big salvo left? Yes, she has. An overhand right. 4 rounds down. What a fight. Ray, we go down to the judges' scorecards for this one. How did you have it? Do we have a drawn fight here?
I think there should be. You know, I thought Colleen took the first 2 rounds, and Janine took the last 2 rounds.
Take a look at some of the action from that final round. Jump turning hook kick there.
Now that would have been great if she had set that up well, because you know she threw the first 3 and it was about a foot, you know, away from landing. So it would have been nice to see the ladies throw, you know, land one of those.
Josh Barnett, Ray Longo, the cornerman here for Colleen Schneider and Jenny Nadal, putting on quite the fight on their pro debuts here tonight. East Coast versus West Coast. Who will prevail? First 2 rounds definitely for Schneider, we thought. 3 and 4 to the continually coming forward and barreling Jenny Nadal. The ring cards are still being tabulated here.
I have this feeling that the judges might lean towards more Colleen's way because of her domination in the first 2 rounds, but
that said though, Ray, if our judges have a bit more of a boxing background, they could lead towards Nadal as she was landing more punches in the 3rd and 4th.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to Jake Gutierrez with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a majority decision. Judge John Baker scored this bout 38-38. He calls it even. Judges Sal D'Amato and Junichiro Kamijo scored the bout 39-37 for the winner by majority decision in her professional debut, Colleen Thoroughbred Schneider.
Colleen Schneider takes it. She's 1-0 now in her pro career. Fantastic matchup between these 2 ladies. It really could have gone either way.
I still say the first judge had the correct score, and even a draw in that fight. That being said, congratulations, Colleen.
And finally, Han Chanarok and Kaido are ready to throw down again. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this rematch. It is Belarus versus the Netherlands. 10-1 with 9 knockouts for Han Chanarok. Radun Cairo, 16-8-2, 7 KOs. Both men weighed even at 202 pounds. It is rematch time, and let's go up to the ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to continue here with our next bout, so please welcome, making his way to the ring, Red Juan Cairo.
The 2013 Super Combat World Grand Prix Tournament runner-up, also a mixed martial arts fighter, and a former Waco World Cruiserweight Heavyweight Champion. Cairo who comes in here tonight off a loss last time out, back in December to Frank Munoz in Romania. Before that, he was on a 3-fight winning streak with victories over Yanis Stothridis of Greece, Georgios Genshian, and Sebastian Ciobanu, the former K1 fighter from Romania. IFMA World Muay Thai Champion, Dutch Amateur Champion, two-time Waco World Champion, and a man who has a record of 3-3 also in mixed martial arts.
And now approaching the ring, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Denis Hancharonak.
Won his first major international tournament as a teenager back in 2006 at the IFMA World Championships, fighting at 81 kilograms.
One is Spartans and the other one's Rocky Balboa.
You talk about an extensive amateur career as well. 153 fights for an incredible record, 150, only 3 losses as an amateur. He has 10-1 as a pro, is Denis Hancharonak. Once again, let's go up to Jake Gutierrez for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue here at the Planet Hollywood Resort Casino in Las Vegas with our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 5 rounds in the heavyweight division, a rematch. Our judges will be John Baker, Genichiro Camijo, and Mark Smith. Once again, our referee in charge, Chris Taioni. Fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing black with white, and he weighed in at 202 pounds. His record stands at 16 victories, 8 defeats, and 2 draws, with 7 wins by knockout. He is a former IKA champion, coming to us from Amsterdam, Netherlands, introducing Redwan Cairo.
Well, these two mean business.
His
They're already in the
opponent
center.
fighting out of the blue corner wears white with red, and he also weighed the same as his opponent, 202 pounds. His record, 10 victories with 9 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat. From Minsk, Belarus, introducing Denis Hancharonak.
Really highly skilled kickboxers.
All right, guys, we've gone over the rules. I expect you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Fight with honor, fight with respect, fight hard, give the crowd what they came to see. Good luck.
There has been so much buzz about this one around the kickboxing world. The hype, the anticipation, and over the last few weeks, the smack talk between these two.
I see Cairo is as ripped as I am. I wish.
Cairo has vowed revenge, and Hancharonak says history repeats itself. And here we go. The Belarusian versus the Dutch. Good outside leg kick from Hancharonak early. Weaves out of the way of the high left round from Cairo. You can see the succulent technique, the speed of these men.
And he's got to keep his hands up. You know, Cairo's very quick. I mean, Cairo last time in the first outing, he was able to drop him, so he's got to keep his hands up.
These are two very light, very agile heavyweights. A couple of fakes off the hook there and a fake off the right leg from Hancharonak. Front kick from Cairo. Both men fighting in orthodox stance. Good leg check there from Cairo. Stiff jab, Hancharonak. And another good jab. Went for the outside lead leg.
I'm sure shocked and with the amount of amateur fights these guys have had.
Both men hunting for the leg kicks. Outside leg kick from Cairo. Double forearm guard to protect against the jab there. Remember, Hancharonak got knocked down early in their opening fight 2 years ago. He rallied back to knock out Cairo.
I just realized Ernesto Hus is missing in Cairo's corner this time round.
The great Ernesto Hus to himself is going to make a return to the ring shortly. We wish him all the very best of luck.
Absolutely.
Inside leg kick from Hancharonak. Snappy jab from Cairo, jumping knee. The Dutchman gets airborne, the flying Dutchman. And misses with the leg kick. 3-2, a hook cross, and he takes an outside thigh kick. Whipping a high right roundhouse from Hanchanarek. Step across inside thigh kick. Speed here of Denise Hanchanarek. He's taking a leaf out of your book here, Ray. Trying to toy and get inside the mind of Cairo.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. He's playing that mind game.
Break clean, break clean, break clean.
I think it's too soon to play that yet because Cairo's fresh and he's ready to fight.
Switching to southpaw here, Hanchanarek. Means he is fighting as a left-handed fighter for the moment. Cairo remaining steadfast in orthodox stance. Body shot from Cairo. Forcing Hanchanarek to the outside here. Good inside leg kick from Cairo. Question mark kick or Brazilian kick from Hanchanarek. And the round ends. Great opening to this heavyweight rematch.
Great round. I couldn't pick who won that round. I would have to say a draw.
Luister.
Start.
Certainly both men throwing with bad intentions, throwing combinations, plenty of speed. And both already showing damage to their legs. Now interesting here is Hanchanarek has chosen to take a stool and Redwin Cairo is standing.
Interesting thing about Dennis is that he's actually a professional pool player.
So he's a bit of a shark.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing you know for sure, and it applies in pool as it does to fight sports, that Hanchanarek knows how to work the angles well. Let's see if he can continue to do so here in the second. It's Cairo on the front foot early. Good leg kick from Cairo. Straight right hand down the tube, jumping knee. Now that's illegal under these rules. There can be no catching and no dumps. And the referee gives a stern word there to Redwin Cairo. Two-punch combination from Cairo. And Hanchanarek goes upstairs. And again begets the double forearm guard. Cairo turns him with a hook. Shrugs him off. Slap of a leg kick from Hanchanarek. Good leg kick from Cairo.
Both throwing some great combinations. Low kicks, both, just mixing it up well.
You can see why they're among two of the most highly rated heavyweights in the world of kickboxing. And Hanchanarek in southpaw stance here. Just evades, slips on the inside of the jab, answers with a leg kick. And the mind games again being played by Denise Hanchanarek. Look at that combination work. Powerful and fluent. Cairo's corner are barking for him to strike first. Not allow Hanchanarek to dictate the pace here. Spinning back kick from Cairo.
Denise looks like he's breathing a little bit heavy. Again, if the judges, if it was to go down to the judges, Cairo is actually being the guy that's pushing the pace.
Cairo shrugged off a beautiful high left round kick from Hanchanarek. Oh, there's a high right roundhouse that catches him just below the jaw. The kicks are starting to come into play, the high kicks from Denise Hanchanarek. Right hand lead, jumping knee from Cairo. Hanchanarek drifts back to center ring. Jab 2, outside thigh kick from Hanchanarek. Cairo, right hand lead again. That's the punch you want to be throwing against a southpaw opponent. Public enemy number 1 of the southpaw is the straight right hand. And to use it effectively, as Redwin Cairo has, you've got to keep your lead foot on the outside of their lead foot.
Here we go.
You know what surprises me is that what Cairo just did is what Denise did in their first outing, and they called it a foul. You know, which it wasn't. I mean, twisting and turning like that and pummeling inside, that's legal in the world of kickboxing or Muay Thai.
Денис, ты не только бей навстречу, его нужно еще дергать навстречу. Слышишь меня? Нужно дергать, нужно топнуть, он должен думать про ногу свою.
I speak very good Russian. Da.
We know how to order vodka, eh? That's about it. High right roundhouse kick there from Denise Hanchanaruk.
Also, you know, Denise and the Belarusian team, they've been here in Las Vegas for the past month training at Extreme Couture.
Certainly have had time to acclimatise here to Las Vegas. The weather's been very pleasant, around 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
Great weather.
Ideal conditions. Here we go, third round. The southpaw versus the orthodox. Front kick there from Redwin Cairo. Oh, and he gets tagged! The big kibosh! Denise Hanchanaruk has dropped Redwin Cairo.
I don't think
Cairo's dazed. He makes it back to his feet, but he is on rubber legs.
He's quite surprised. I don't think he realized he's been dropped.
And Hanchanaruk's going to look to finish here. Cairo in all sorts of bother. Here comes Hanchanaruk. Swinging wildly, looking for the finish. And we're still early into this round. Oh, jumping knee from Cairo! And he stunts Hanchanaruk. My word, unbelievable.
This is a repeat of the first fight.
High right round kick from Cairo. This fight just got crazy. This fight just went to another level. Hanchanaruk now with the hands. Toe to toe, they juke it out. This is what we thought would happen, and it's exploded.
Well, that's an amazing comeback. Being dropped with a head kick and come back like that is amazing.
Hanchanaruk throws a heavy leg roll to right. Cairo shrugs him off, eats a hook, eats a right hand. Hanchanaruk still not giving up. Jumping knee from Cairo. High left roundhouse gets blocked. Drilling the knee into the belly button, folds him in half. Cairo in trouble. He may be ready to go down again.
Cairo's hurt.
Redwin Cairo getting pummeled here. Referee may step in. Cairo on rubber legs. Hanchanaruk trying to drop him. Trying to finish him. Will Cairo go down? He holds on for dear life.
Still a minute to go.
Redwin Cairo, a sponge absorbing the punishment. Hanchanaruk can't believe he didn't drop him. He may have gassed himself, Hanchanaruk. He may have gassed himself out, because now Redwin Cairo's on the front foot. Cairo with a leg kick. This is amazing.
Great fight.
This is unbelievable. This is Kickboxing Empire.
Stop. And at its best.
40 seconds remaining. Sections of the crowd here out of their feet in Las Vegas. Inside leg kick from Cairo. Outside leg kick from Cairo. Hanchanaruk slowed down. He did indeed blow his wad in the corner earlier on, trying to finish Redwin Cairo. Big overhand right. Hanchanaruk stumbled. Hands are down. Can Cairo capitalize?
Stop. They must like that red corner. They keep going there.
Hanchanaruk looks a little dazed here.
He looks a little lost, but he's not.
High kick from Hanchanaruk, maybe playing possum. Cairo gets clipped with the left hook on the bell. What a round!
What a round. That's what you call a fight.
Rob Carman jumping out of his seat and cheering here for both these men. That was epic.
Дышай, как я учил. Тяжелый вдох, тяжелый. Ну ты его тоже избил. Он тоже плавает. Он плавает. Назад откинуться. Назад откинуться.
Beautiful head kick.
En let op.
But then Cairo comes back so strong and able to land jumping knees. That's got to be one of the best heavyweight rounds I've seen in the history of kickboxing.
Amazing scenes here in Las Vegas. We are ready to roll. The rematch, Hanchanarok and Cairo, has been nothing short of extraordinary. And Cairo comes out thumping with that right hand. That prime weapon against the southpaw. High right roundhouse from Hanchanarok. Hook outside leg kick from Cairo. Cairo's corner were telling him to chop the legs. Oh, and Hanchanarok's hurt from the jumping front kick. Hanchanarok is hurt.
Well, the referee's got a count. I mean, there's no...
I don't know why the referee's calling timeout here. It was a genuine kick to the face that hurt him.
Exactly. I don't understand that. That should have been either allow Cairo to finish the fight.
Took a toe right to the eye.
Well, the referee...
Because there's no standing 8 count.
No, not at all. And the doctor's in here to look at the eye. A vision check here.
This reminds me of my fight against Marvin Eastman.
Exactly right. Hanchanarok's okay to go on here, but that should have been a count because that was a legal kick from Cairo that did the damage. It's now history. Cairo, house on fire at the opening of this round. Hanchanarok tries to lock him down and throw a knee, and Cairo shrugs him off. High right roundhouse kick, glancing right hand from Radowin Cairo. Hanchanarok goes upstairs.
Dennis is liking that lean away high kick. Well, I guess you should. That's how he dropped Cairo.
Sweeps out the support leg there, does Hanchanarok. Won't be a knockdown, of course. Cairo skips forward, another one of those front kicks to the face. Hanchanarok wants to play some games, and he gets caught. Front kick to the face again. Maybe Cairo believes that's the sweet spot now. And yes, he does. He throws it once more.
And he's landing it.
Both men trade leg kicks. It was Hanchanarok who drew the short straw. Head kick from Hanchanarok, and Cairo shakes his head. Says you've got to do better than that. Big right hand from Cairo.
Big right hand. Overhand right to be exact.
High right roundhouse from Hanchanarok. Sweat flew off the forearms of Cairo. Skipping front kick again. You wonder if Cairo's gone to the well one time too many with that flicking front kick.
Well, the way Dennis is, he's very blasé at the moment, and obviously he's tired. Cairo's still landing it.
Checks the kick to Hanchanarok. Cairo peppers him with the left. Front kick to the midsection. Just rides the head kick to Cairo. Right hand lead, there's a left hook. Outside leg kick. Cairo putting down points here. Just an incredible toe-to-toe battle, but Cairo at the moment is in control. Hanchanarok's got nothing here. He's flat-footed. He's gone to sleep. He needs to wake up in a hurry, Ray.
He does, or he's got one of these head kicks or knees is going to land.
End of the round, a solid round for Radowin Cairo.
I think Cairo's a little stronger. And, as soon as Dennis sat down, he spat his mouth guard out.
Denise Hanchanarok is breathing really heavily in the corner. The doctor's taking a look at him. I wonder if maybe there's not some bit of internal damage.
Okay, right here, this is where, it's either he takes a knee and gets an 8 count, or the referee should allow Cairo to finish that fight.
It was perfectly legal.
Exactly, there's no standing 8 count.
And especially since Hanchanarok did turn his back to Cairo, which would be an automatic 8 count right there.
Absolutely.
Final round. Radowin Cairo has his momentum. Can Hanchanarok now find a time to turn it in his favor? Cairo the front kick.
I mean, this could be the deciding round, though.
Right hand inside leg kick, hand Shanurak. Cairo backs him up, jumping knee.
Stop. Break. Beautiful work from both of them. Hand work, mixing it up. From 1, 2, 3 combinations to low kicks, high kicks.
Two incredible fights these men have produced. It's like they were born to fight each other. Ali had his Frazier. Cairo has his Shanurak. Front kick from Cairo. Right hand lead, didn't follow through. Snappy right hand from the southpaw Shanurak.
Stop. Break. Break. Break.
Cairo glances towards his corner. We're seeing some more grappling come into play here. They tango in the red corner.
Break clean. Break clean.
1 minute 40 remains. Fifth and final round. Jab 2 from Cairo. And Shanurak tries to counter with a hook. Threading high knee from Radwan Cairo.
I like to see Cairo throw that right uppercut. See, like every time he's throwing that right hand, he's leaning, and he's getting caught with that high kick.
Uppercut, Shanurak.
Maybe Shanurak heard me instead. Stop! Break! Break! Here we go. Break!
1 minute remains. And Shanurak, beautiful hook. He caught Cairo. Cairo threads the knee again.
Break!
And Shanurak gasping for air. Cairo bounces up and down on the balls of his feet. High kick from Cairo, sticks him with the right hand. Good counter off the round kick from Cairo. And Shanurak inside, outside lead thigh. And gets his right leg kicked out. Who has got one final flurry here in the dying stages of this fight? Jab from Cairo. High knee.
Stop! Stop! Break! 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 I want to see this fight again and again. These guys are great.
Sticky jab from Shanurak and the right hand from Shanurak. Final power shot from him, and we go down to the judges.
Nice what a fight.
We thought Shanurak Cairo 1 was good. Shanurak Cairo 2 was brilliant.
Didn't I say a rematch is always a great fight?
You did indeed, Ray.
Here you go, Barbara.
Some of the action as it went down in that round. Nice inside thigh kick from Shanurak. And Cairo just powering back with the hands and the jumping knee.
Like you said earlier, Ali had his Frazier. And Shanurak and Cairo definitely ended up, pretty much test each other.
You feel these men could fight 10 times and there would never be a boring moment in any of them. One that really got the crowd, a great crowd here in Las Vegas.
I think they're discussing who won that fight.
Yeah.
I think Dennis saying, I think I won 3 and you won 2.
Well, the smack talk continues. And Shanurak seemed to say, I won it, not you. And Cairo just seemed to shake his head at him. We are going to see. Let's go up to Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, please show your appreciation for these two outstanding fighters, Radwan Cairo and Enis Hancharona. And now, after 5 tough rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judge Mark Smith scored this bout 48-46 in favor of Hancharonak. Judge John Baker scored the bout 48-47 in favor of Cairo. And Judge Junichiro Kamijo scored this bout 47-47. This bout has been declared a draw.
Wow, a draw here. And that, Ray, can mean only one more
Once
thing.
again, ladies and gentlemen,
possibly
a round
a
of
third
applause
match
for
somewhere
Redwan
down the line.
Cairo and
Oh,
Denise
absolutely.
Hancharonak.
And I would love to see that again. Listen, I'm not going to argue with that decision because both great fighters. I mean, amazing fight.
It's been a brilliant night so far here at Kickboxing Empire 2 from Las Vegas, Nevada, and here's our main event. The IKA Vacant Heavyweight Championship of the World on the line as Hisham Al-Charlie takes on Luis Tavares. 62-9-4, 20 knockouts to Charlie, 36-6-1 with 15 knockouts to Tavares. 201 pounds to Charlie, the weight advantage in favor, 6 pounds to Luis Tavares.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we present our next bout, so would you please welcome our two fighters. First, making his way to the ring, here is Luis Tavares.
He grew up in the Netherlands. As a youngster, he was quite prodigious in his football skills, his soccer skills, and actually was signed by Feyenoord. If you're a soccer fan, you know Feyenoord are one of the big clubs in Dutch and European soccer. Well, Luis Tavares was on his way to becoming a very highly paid professional football player. But instead, he turned his back on football life and chose to fight. Football's loss has been kickboxing's gain. This very talented young fighter, who his teammates call Muhammad Ali, partly because of his faint physical resemblance to Ali, but also because his fighting style is rather unorthodox for a kickboxer. It includes a lot of evasive head movements and defensive work. With more than 40 fights to his name, this very young man is a former European light heavyweight champion, now gunning for the heavyweight championship of the world.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, ready to come into the ring, here is Hisham Al-Charlie.
He's not a big heavyweight, but he packs some power. 20 knockouts in 62 victories for Hisham Al-Charlie from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. What a moment here for Al-Charlie, fighting on US soil with the heavyweight strap on the line.
I feel for these guys because they're really going to live up to the fight that we just had.
And let's go to Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kickboxing Empire, in association with Planet Hollywood, is proud to present our featured bout of the evening, scheduled for 5 rounds for the vacant IKA Heavyweight Championship. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Francisco Aguilar. Commissioners are Skip Avancino, Bill Brady, and Pat Lundvall. Our physicians at ringside. The lead is Dr. Al Capana, assisted by Dr. James Game and Dr. Michael Gunter. Our timekeepers this evening are Ernie Howdeggy and Toby Murray. The 3 judges assigned to score this bout will be John Baker, Sal Diamato, and Mark Smith. And when the action starts, the third man in the ring, referee Steve Mazzagatti. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, right here in exciting Las Vegas, Nevada, it's time for the leather to fly. This is the main event. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the red corner. He entered the ring wearing black with white lettering, and he weighed in at 207 pounds. His professional record, 36 victories, 6 defeats, and 1 draw, with 15 wins by knockout. From Rotterdam, Netherlands, here is the European light heavyweight champion, the infamous Luis Tavares. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks, and he weighed in at 201 pounds. He has 75 professional bouts with a record of 62 victories, 9 defeats, 4 draws, and 20 wins by knockout. And just like his opponent, he comes to us from Rotterdam, Netherlands, introducing Hisham Achalhi.
Gentlemen, give us a good, clean, fair fight. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Now hook 'em up.
Final instructions from Steve Mazzagatti, the IKA Heavyweight Championship of the World. We are set for 5 rounds of action. It's the main event of Kickboxing Empire from inside the Access Theatre at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hisham Achalhi and Luis Tavares. And here we go in the first round. Michael Chavello, Ray Sefo with you. Stiff jabs to open up from both men. According to the weigh-ins, it was Achalhi who weighed 201 and Tavares at 207, but Achalhi is the thicker built of the two. Quick hands from Luis Tavares. Has 15 knockouts in 36 wins, Tavares. 20 knockouts in 62 wins for Achalhi. Left hook from Achalhi, trying to counter the leg kick. Tavares goes to the body, scooping punch off the right hand. High left round kick from Luis Tavares. Just a filling out process at the start of this opening round. The stakes are high. They've never been higher in these men's career than the heavyweight championship. Body shot tipping off the lead hand from Tavares. Good right hand lead from Tavares. Showing speed, not necessarily a lot of power yet, Ray.
No, you know, again, like you said, it is a feeling out round. Achalhi's walking forward, but Tavares is landing the shots and, you know, accumulating the points.
Nice jab, outside leg kick from Achalhi. Inside leg kick from Luis Tavares. Achalhi trying to power through with the right hand. He is fighting a southpaw standing Tavares, who now switches to orthodox. You will see Tavares switch. When he's in southpaw, look for Achalhi to throw the right cross.
Well, I mean, that's when Charlie should be going. It's because obviously Tavares is not a natural southpaw.
Uppercut, left hook from Achalhi. 45 seconds remains in this first round. The power advantage looks to be to Hisham Achalhi, the speed advantage to Luis Tavares. Double jab, right hand hook combination from Achalhi. Overhand right misses and Tavares pins him with a liver shot. Jumping knee trying to crack through the double forearms. Nothing getting through those forearms though for Luis Tavares. He checks the low kick. Nice combination, but again the forearms protecting Hisham Achalhi.
When I look at these two, they look like they're going to the beach, just over their demeanor, the way they are. But they're very dangerous guys.
Into the first round of action now. Heavyweight championship fight. As we said, mostly a feeling out process in that opening round.
Ga niet spelen. Je ziet nu wat hij kan. Ga nou druk zetten. En nu ga je met de rust. Ja, wat? Dan doe ik het zo. Je wacht te lang voor de combinaties.
Some of the action as it went down. The speed going the way of Tavares with a nice counter. A little more power though. A little more mustard coming out of the punches and kicks of Hisham Achalhi. Both men who reside in Rotterdam in the Netherlands should know each other very well. Second round. That very tight forearms guard of Charlie.
And exactly, and this is where Tavares needs to, go to the body and change it up, which is exactly what I was about to say.
And you can already see both men have stepped up the tempo here at the start of the second round. And Charlie getting banged to the body, catches the kicking leg. Now, referee Mazzagatti didn't pull up Tavares for that one, though it is written in the rules of the IKA not to catch and counter. Body shots again from Charlie. You see Tavares is trying to catch that kicking leg, Ray.
Well, and Charlie should try and capitalize on that, because now he knows he's going to go low. Maybe switch that up and go high.
Left hook from Charlie. Tavares goes downstairs, then goes to the body. Charlie tucking the chin, looking through the gloves. Double jab right hand. Tavares too slick, counters. Well, circles off clockwise. Outside thigh kick from Tavares. Trying to load up the big right hand of the meet and greet knee as Charlie. Step through knee from Tavares. But he met with those familiar double forearms. Good counter right hand from Luis Tavares. Inside leg kick, Tavares on the ropes, throws a knee to the liver, turns Charlie around. And referee Mazzagatti just cautioning.
That was great evasive work from Tavares.
I thought so too. Opponent wasn't through the ropes.
Maybe he's trying to live up to the Muhammad Ali name.
Tavares looking to counter. Snaps that right round kick. And just a slip there for Hisham Charlie. Charlie, nice evasion of the right hand, looked to counter with the left. Step through knee, Tavares almost left himself exposed. Body head from Tavares, takes an outside thigh kick.
Charlie reminds me of Jahid. Remember that famous fight between Jahid and some beaties?
Yes. Very much gutsy, gritty fighter who knows how to load up. Doesn't have the speed of Tavares. A little strike to the groin there, perhaps. See, Tavares has the speed, but he just doesn't have the power to really phase Hisham Charlie at the moment.
I like to see Tavares actually show the same combo, but then dig to the body.
Glancing right hand from Hisham Charlie. Uppercut Tavares, end of the round.
Geef eens ook op 10. Als die komt. Nee, met je combinatie met je trappenwerk hoor. Met je combinatie met je trap. Het staat gelijk hè. Hij wil omhoog gaan met zijn tempo's. En vooral de laatste 10 seconden of die tik wordt weer gezet hè.
Hisham Charlie coming forward, throws the round kick. A counter right hand just fell short as Charlie fell under his own legs.
Maybe that slip saved him.
He did, Ray. Good call. He managed to avoid that counter strike. We are ready to roll. Third round of 5 of our heavyweight championship fight. Steve Mazzagatti did indeed warn Tavares just before the bell not to catch the kicking leg. And Tavares again opens up with these fast combinations, and Charlie with the power. It's a real seesawing fight, this one, Ray.
Right, and what Tavares is doing, he's tapping with his hands. Oh, beautiful uppercut. Tapping with his hands to set up, to really set up those low kicks.
This is not Tavares' first time fighting on American soil. He did compete in New York in June of last year at Glory 9. Took on Artem Vakitov. Round kick from Charlie. Inside leg goes Tavares. Skipped forward, didn't commit, however. And just lost his distancing. Again, those rapid-fire punches. Step through knee from Tavares, and Hisham Charlie shrugs him off to the right hand. The big, powerful Hisham Achali just trying to find the solid leather to deck, but not so on the very evasive, elusive Tavares. Just gets the head out of the way of the high knee.
It'd be nice to see Tavares use this, you know, same combo, same speed, but then every now and then sit on one big shot. And then obviously on the opposite side is Charlie to be a little bit faster, be a little bit quicker.
Mazzagani breaks them. Spinning hook kick there from Tavares. Spectacular, but not effective.
Probably saw the Colleen throw those earlier.
Outside leg kick from Tavares. Checks the low kick of Achali. Achali goes to the body. There is some damage to the bridge of the nose and around the left eye of Hisham Achali. Achali trying to connect with the power shots here. Uppercut from Tavares. Good evasion and counter from Luis Tavares. He is so much quicker than what you'd expect from a man of 201 or 207 pounds, I should say. Moves more like a 185, 180 pound fighter.
So did Muhammad Ali back in his day.
True, very true. So did our young Sugar Ray Sefo. Step up knee from Tavares. Oh, and he almost gets collected. Got a caution here from Mazzagani, surely.
He does it.
No. Big inconsistency there from our referee. And look at Hisham Achali throwing two power salvos that Tavares just evades. Another round down. We go to the towels.
Zet je combinaties wat langer, meer power erachterin. Ja? Ja? Dan blijft die combinatie schoon.
Some of the action as it went down in that round. Body shots from Hisham Achali. Tavares.
I was saying earlier, you know, there's Charlie still standing up straight. They both need to sit down on those shots and really, you know, bomb away, just like the last two, Hanchinchinock and Cairo.
The corner of Achali saying it's time to increase your tempo. And he opens up with an outside leg kick. Uppercut from Hisham Achali. Jab two, overhand right Tavares. Achali caught him with that right hand. Two tall fighters here. Tavares stands 6'4". Achali just a little shorter. Jumping knee from Tavares. Inside leg kick, big right hand from Achali. And look at the catch right in front of the referee, Mazzagani, and he needs to start getting on top of that and really cautioning Luis Tavares.
He definitely does. Because that's about the third or fourth time that Tavares has done that.
The referees, the officials were all briefed before tonight's event as to the official rules under the IKA sanctioning body. And that is one that's against the rules. Right hand from Tavares and the uppercut. And Hisham Achali just smiles at him because even though Tavares' speed can beat Hisham to the punch, the power just can't phase the big man.
And you know, it's almost like it's still a chess match because the two guys are still trying to figure out how to get inside. You know, the combinations are the same. The defense is very tight. One of them has got to, you know, start digging and changing those shots.
Good uppercut there from Luis Tavares. Step forward looking for the knee, didn't commit to it. Now he does, but he finds the forearms. Pace has slowed a little here as we get into the final stages of this round. Later stages of this championship fight for the IKA vacant heavyweight champion. High left round kick there from Tavares. Right hand again. Hisham Charlie's got to start working now. Double left hook from Charlie, uppercut from Tavares. Hisham Charlie has the big experience advantage over Tavares. Almost double as many wins. Jabbing there, using the rangefinder, but he just couldn't throw the right hand in time before Tavares was on his bike and moving again, as he always seems to be. Very hard to make a stagnant target of Luis Tavares. High kick from Tavares.
And that's where Charlie needs to go to that body.
And Charlie juking it out at the end of the round. And this one is shaping into a close one.
Beetje uit. Adem, controle. Controle. Blijf in die laatste 10 seconden dat tempo meezetten. Maar blijf je combinaties. Hoor je me wat ik zeg? Blijf je combinaties gooien. Ja? Blijf je combinaties gooien.
Tavares was saying, well, no, that was nothing.
Right towards the end of the round as Hisham and Charlie try to find one big shot to land. It is still a match of styles. The power of Charlie, the speed of Tavares, which will prevail.
Final round.
Tavares first to emerge from his corner, fifth and final round. Both trade jabs. Nothing getting through the forearms of Charlie. They've been like the impenetrable fortress that's defended Hisham Charlie. Good evasion of the right hand. Tavares again with that speed. Goes to the body. And Charlie on the front foot gets backed up with a knee. Trying to pull the head down into the meet and greet at Charlie. Body shot from Tavares. Jumping knee Tavares. Lines up and measures the right-handed Charlie. Leaping left hook from a Charlie. And Tavares backs him off. Uppercut from Luis Tavares. Knee from Hisham Charlie. Knee from Tavares. Both men are digging deep into the complete arsenal allowed here. Overhand right from Tavares. Step through knee from Charlie. Tavares is showing no respect though to the right hand of Hisham Charlie as he's consistently circling off to his left into that right hand.
Right,
catch and sweep.
But, you know, it's the same with the Charlies. Tavares is throwing combinations and he's right in his face the whole time. The problem is he's not doing anything with it.
We saw a catch and sweep from Tavares. Referee not cautioning against it as Hisham Charlie goes to the midsection. Nothing on that body shot from Tavares. Don't know what he was trying to effect with that. A little more on the uppercut. Nicely on the knee. Hisham Charlie trying to cut down the movement of Tavares, trying to put him against the ropes and find the big power shot. Tavares is quick, right?
Yeah, he is. He's very, moves his head really well. Constantly on the move, changing angles. But this is what I see, and there's Charlie's like a step behind, like he's right there. He should have gone.
Right hand from Tavares. 40 seconds remains in this final round. Roundhouse kick off the back leg from a Charlie. Good evasion, Tavares. Lean back over the ropes. And again, evades the hooking punch. Hisham Charlie getting a little frustrated now and his inability to cut off the ring, cut off the footwork. Good evasion of the back kick. That's one way to get under it.
He really got under it.
10 seconds remains for the heavyweight championship of the world. Charlie comes forward, uppercut. Tavares shrugs him off. And we go down to the judges. Wow. This will be interesting.
Indeed, because it's a matter, whether the judges are judging on pressure or, Tavares sticking and moving.
Some of the action as it happened in that final round. See, there's little speedy punches, little step across thigh kicks from Luis Tavares. And then as Charlie just powering back with the power combos. High knee from Tavares.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of championship fighting, we go to the scorecards. We have a split decision. Judge Sal D'Amato scored the bout 48-47 in favor of Tavares. Judge John Baker scores it 49-46. He scores it in favor of Al-Shahi. And Judge Mark Smith scored this bout 48-47 for the winner by split decision and the new IKA heavyweight champion, the infamous Luis Tavares.
It was speed that won over the judges. A split decision gives Luis Tavares the vacant IKA heavyweight championship of the world. It was always going to be a close one, a true contrast of styles. Great sportsmanship being exhibited there by both men. But Luis Tavares will have the belt fixed around his waist in his 37th career victory. A close contest, Ray.
Yes, indeed. It could have gone either way.
Kickboxing Empire 2 is in the history books. Ray Sefo, what a night it was. It kicked off in fine style with Vital Hurdakov against Jassim Al-Jalawi, a 3rd round TKO to Vital Hurdakov.
Well, that's right, a great start to the night, a great lineup of fights. Vital actually used his reach and range and was able to dominate that fight and winning by a TKO.
Vital Hurdakov taking his record to 91-13. Jassim Al-Jalawi falling 35-4. Our second bout of the night, a rematch at light cruiserweight for the vacant Intercontinental strap. When they fought 2 years ago, Sean Yarbrough and Pavel Turek, it was Turek who came up trumps. Yarbrough had a 2-year hiatus, and Ray, he may have bitten off more than he could chew, coming back in the ring and rematching Pavel Turek.
Well, that's right. As we saw, after a minute and a half in that first round, Yarbrough started, his gas tank actually dropped.
This one's an explosive match, the women's super lightweight contest, Jenny Nadal and Colleen Schneider. Schneider won via decision over 4 rounds. Ray and I actually scored it a draw. The rematch the entire world had been waiting for. Hanchanarok versus Cairo number 2. They fought here 2 years ago. It was Hanchanarok who came up trumps. This one went the distance. It went down to the judges. It was a draw. And Ray, only one word can describe it: epic.
Epic indeed. An amazing fight. I was here live for the first one. Now I'm here live again for the second. What really amazes me about Cairo is that when he got dropped, the look on his face that he didn't realize he actually had been dropped. And then he gets up and comes back strong and starts dominating the fight from there on in. Ended up in the draw, but you and I definitely